Hey everyone, how y'all doing? So it's been a while since I posted a video. It's been a month. I apologize for the length of time without any content. Was not my intention to miss this long, but a lot of stuff going on. You know, a lot of overtime at work. I'm trying to do something at work. It has to do with work coming up soon. And I wasn't feeling too well, so I had to take some time get my act together. But I definitely owe you guys a review on this knife. I've carried this for 60 days straight. Absolutely love it. So I did a couple updates, like a 3 week, 2 week update, and I was gonna carry this for 1 month, and it's been almost 2 months with carrying only this, and I've used the crap out of it, and yeah, I dig it. But anyways, if you don't know, this is a Spyderco Native 5 lightweight in SPY27 Steel, FR and scales, backlock, awesome knife. So, like I said, 60 days, if I do, figure it out correctly, 60 days, 2 months with this knife. And yeah, so I think I can do a fairly good review on this. But yeah, the Spy 27, the cobalt blue scales, I bought this from River's Edge Cutlery for like $138. The Spy 27 is Spyderco's proprietary steel, so it's a little more expensive. You can get S30V blade for, like $20 cheaper maybe, but I opted for this. And I have to say, start off, I did change the clip on this. When I ordered this, I immediately, like I've done in the past with Spyderco's, jumped over. Well, I did it with my Benchmade 940. I jumped right over Lynch Northwest, bought a deep carry clip for it, and I don't know, it was 22, 23 bucks. I put it on, love it, carries excellent. The original clip, the Spyderco clip, it mounted here with the screws, and you had about that much sticking out, so I didn't like that. And it's not a large knife, so that's a lot of knife sticking out of your pocket. I'd definitely suggest a deep carry clip, but that's personal preference. So in case you don't know anything about the Native 5, I'll go over the specs real fast, and then we'll talk about, the action, ergos, carry, more about the steel, and stuff like that. So yeah, got an overall length, 6.875 inches. The blade is 3 inches long, but you have this forward finger choil, which puts the cutting edge down about 2.44, a little less than 2.5 inches. There's been times I wish, had a little longer blade, but there's enough there to do most everything you have to do. Blade stock is 0.13, full flat grind. This leaf-shaped blade with a swedge on top, excellent. I love this blade. Like I said, forward finger choil. This thing, the pivot on this does not have washers or anything. It's just the bosses inside the FRN. And let me tell you, I haven't had no issues with it. It is still rock solid. Lockup is rock solid, no play. Centering is off just a touch. I mean, it might have been, it's off towards the show side just a hair. And it might have, it was dead center when I got it. So I don't know if that's actually, it's off center. It's my way, my grinds, my bevels, the way I sharpened it might make it look that way, but I have not touched the pivot screw at all. I haven't done anything other than sharpen the blade and change the pocket clip. So back to the handle, FRN. I like this FRN. This is different than some other Spyderco FRNs I have. I like it better. I should have got the stuff out beforehand. I like it better than this stuff on a Manix 2 lightweight. Where's my... I like it better than the FRN scales on a pair of 3. Better than the Urban here. Definitely a lot more grip than this one. And I also have, if I can find it, a Bird Harrier 2 with FRN. Definitely, I like this a lot better than these ones. Not that any of those are bad, but the handle's got some contouring down here. All the edges are just slightly rounded off. It looks kind of blocky, but it feels good in hand. No issues with it. The deep carry pocket clip, it's no issue. I do feel it sometimes, right there. And I have to say, the original clip, the standard clip, absolutely hardly felt it. The only thing I felt was the tip of the clip stuck up a little straighter, like this, and it was down further. If you look at the logo right there, the flat spot, like this, it landed on this edge of the circle, and that did cause, I did feel that, but I did not feel anything back here. So this clip, it moved back. This is a little flatter, a little lower. I like it a lot better. But anyways, talking about the clip, it's right hand, left hand, tip up or tip down carry, forward position clip placement. You can carry this thing any way you desire. Left-handed, right-handed, tip up, tip down. Whatever your preference is, they got you covered. Has a lanyard hole. You can see with the original clip, that's more accessible. Now, this clip kind of covers it. So, that's one thing to note. But, anyways, enough about the clip. If you like the standard clip, keep it. If you want a deeper carry, because a lot of this knife will stick out of your pocket, get an aftermarket deep carry clip. Yeah. Let's talk about, ergos. They're excellent. I use the forward finger choil in this way. There's no issues. Fits in my hand perfect. I love it. This one with a 3-inch blade, you can definitely move up on the tip, use a tip. My middle finger kind of goes into the choil, my thumb's in the hole. I have good purchase on it. I've done a lot of cuts this way. Awesome. What else about the ergos? It looks kind of blocky, but the edges are just slightly rounded, and it doesn't feel blocky in my hand. It just fits good. Like I said, sometimes I wish the blade were longer, just for more cutting edge. But as far as using the forward finger choil and gripping almost any way, handle's a good size for me. Or the choils are fine. Yeah. This FRN bidirectional pattern is rougher than the other ones I've shown you. That might bother some people. I love it. You know you got it in your hand. It's not going anywhere. Kind of talked about the carry any way you want. I prefer a deep carry clip over the standard, again, because so much of the knife stuck out. Action on this thing, it is a back lock, so it's more of a slow roll opening, which I do that 99.9 times out of 100. I just open it like that. I can thumb flick it, but you have to use some wrist. And yeah, I don't do that. I hardly ever do that. So nice, smooth. It's nice and smooth. Opening, no hang-ups. I have not, like I said, I have not done anything to this. I have not adjusted the pivot. I have not even added oil. The only thing I've done is sharpen the blade twice, and it needs it again, and change the sprocket clip. That's all I've done in 2 months. And easy one-hand close. Now, I got like the Buck 110 Sport. Those things are dangerous to close one-handed. This thing, it's mid-lock instead of a, down on the tail. So I just let it drop. The fourth finger choil lands right on my finger. Not going to get cut. And then I just close it. So I have not missed having, an axis lock or a liner lock or a button lock. This takes no time at all. What is it, a fraction of a second longer to open and close. It's no issue. I do not mind this at all. Like I said, lockup is rock solid, no play, easy one-hand close, cannot beat it. Now let's talk about the steel. SPY27 is Spyderco's proprietary steel. They wanted something that had, good edge retention, but easy to sharpen. And I have to say, they did it on both parts. Holds an edge really well. It's still sharp. Right now I do have a little flat spot. I don't know if you can see that light reflecting off it. I think I have just too many lights going on right now. But holds an edge really well, and I have to say, I have rolled the edge a couple times. First time I rolled it, I sharpened it on my whetstones that I bought. I used the 1000 grit whetstone, and it did not take too long. My inexperience using whetstones, I kind of flubbed it up. I did not have the right angle. I did not have it steep enough to actually get the edge. So the first time, this bevel was really wide, kind of convex way I did it. And this side I did good, even left-handed. I did really good. But it cut, it would shave hair off my hand. Right now it doesn't, well, a little bit. I've gotten the tips a little duller than back here. But yeah, it just, like a razor blade after I sharpened it. Used it that way for a few weeks, and like I said, I've used this for everything. I've hard used this knife. I hit against metal. I had to cut my drive belt out of my riding tractor lawnmower. You know, it's a Kevlar belt. It shredded. It was wrapped around a pulley, so I'm getting in there trying to cut it, and I'm hitting the shaft, I'm hitting the pulleys, so I had a couple flat spots, and then I sharpened it on my Work Sharp Precision Adjust Sharpener. And let me tell you, that was so easy. Get that thing clamped in there. I did it right on 20 degrees both sides. I don't know how many times I went across each side with a 320 grit. One thing, I was trying to fix the bevel on this side, so I was trying to even them up, so I did more than I really had to. Then I went to the 600, and then I used the ceramic stone on it, and then I just dropped it a few times, and this thing was hair whittling sharp. And that's the last time I've sharpened it, but still, it's still sharp. It's sticky. Like I said, I do have a flat spot right about here. I can see it. I can see the light reflecting right there off it. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but I have not had one chip come out of this blade. And like I said, I've hit against steel, just kind of rolls the edge a little bit. No chips. So it holds edge retention close, you know, around S30V, S35VN, but without any chipping. I've chipped my S30V blades a ton, you know. Not big chips, just little tiny chips. And this stuff is easier to sharpen, and I have not had any chipping. So I like that. If you damage the edge, it's not going to chip it. It just rolls it, so it's real easy to get the edge back without hardly any work. But yeah, it holds an edge pretty good, you know. Really, really happy with it. I'm happy with the knife overall. You know, I didn't do any size comparisons, but out of my Spydercos, it is probably my favorite one. Looking for my paramilitary 2, so you can see the size difference there. And the Manix 2 lightweight, see the size difference. It's not a large knife. Para 3 lightweight, they're pretty close in overall length. The handle on the Para 3 is a little longer. Blade, you got a little more cutting edge, you know, an eighth of an inch more, I don't know. The Bird Harrier 2, yeah, pretty awesome knife. Off topic just a little bit, I just saw a Bird Harrier 2 with a Warncliffe blade. I might get it. 8CR13 MOV steel, but it cuts. I like the looks of the Warncliffe. Oh, it's shorter than that. Basically, it's my shortest knife except for the Urban, which is, you know, I like this knife. It's a slip joint with a half stop, FRN handles, and 690 steel blade, wire pocket clip. But yeah, that's smaller than Native 5. So yeah, if you're thinking about getting a Native 5 lightweight, I'd get one. I don't think it matters, you know, what steel. I don't even know all the steels the blades come in. You got the Spy27 with the cobalt blue handles, which I like the color. You got S30V. I think they have a S110V blade. So you can get different steels, different colors, different prices. But yeah, overall, I really like the Native 5 lightweight. I was almost thinking about getting another one, an S30V, but man, this thing has been an awesome knife for 2 months. I don't know if you can see, look at the scratches on the blade. I have no clue how I got those. I must have been cutting right up to get something to get lines, scratches going this way. I can see these ones, you know, vertical, but horizontal with the blade, kind of strange. Got a few on this side, but not that many. And if I didn't say, the Native 5 is made in Golden, Colorado, USA Earth. It's another reason I, bought it. USA made. But yeah, I guess that about covers it. I can't think of any more. I really don't have much bad to say about it. Other than, the standard clip I don't like, especially on this knife. I've changed them. I changed it on the PM2. That's got a wire clip. So the standard clip was similar to this. You can see how much the knife sticks out of this. That's about how much would stick out of your pocket on the Native 5. This is a pretty cool little budget 8CR 13 MOV steel blade knife. But what can I say bad? What can I, besides the standard clip, maybe the inside edge of the FRN might be just a little sharp, little grippy. I don't notice it unless I'm like really trying to feel for it. I don't notice it in use. Ergos are good. Handle using the forward finger choil is good length. Back like this, my pinky is totally off it. But I don't hardly ever use it like that. I did when I was cutting. I'd cut that belt off the shredded parts off my lawn tractor. And one time we have this flower bed that has plastic. Again, I hit the plastic and I ripped all that plastic out and it wrapped around my spindles, right above my blades. And I had to use this to get in there and start cutting it till I could unravel it. Must have been 10, 12 feet of it. And I did, reaching up in there, really can't see. I'm just like, so I need a little bit more reach. And that's probably exactly when I put that flat spot in the edge. But I guess that's about it. Like I said, apologize for being away for so long. I wanted to get this done finally. Awesome knife. And be ready for some more videos. I have a couple of new items that I've gotten that I want to show you guys. And you might see a few different videos. If you go way back on my channel, I started out kind of a cycling channel, and I had some bike rides and stuff, real amateur stuff way back. You might see a couple cycling vlogs or something, and I don't know if I'm going to incorporate knives and EDC into those. I might, but don't freak out when you see a cycling video on the channel. I'm not switching over to cycling. I'm still gonna, do do knives and EDC gear, but you know, you might see some cycling videos, some different videos now and then. And I guess that's it. Do the usual, like, comment, subscribe, and until next video, bye.